Hi, I'm Charlie Jones. I'm a student practitioner. So I'm going to do some assessments on your injury today.
Yeah.
It's going to be subjective and objective. Subjective, I'll just ask some questions about it. And objective will just be me palpating it and checking the range of movement.
Yeah.
Comparing it to your non-injured leg. So what was it? Did you have a hamstring?
So yeah, it was my right hamstring when I was sprinting down in rugby to chase someone.
Yeah.
I was trying to make the tackle, and then as I was sprinting, I felt a pop in my hamstring, and then I just dropped down injured and had to come off.
Alright, okay, so I'll ask some questions. It can be personal, so if you don't feel comfortable answering, you don't have to. And
Yeah.
I'll just be taking notes throughout the session. So we're going into the subjective assessment, which is where I'm going to ask you some questions. Like I said, sometimes it can be personal. So if you're not comfortable, then just say. So you said you have played rugby.
Yeah.
How long have you played rugby for?
I've been playing for about 7 years now. Been playing a hooker.
Yeah.
So it's quite a high demanding position.
Is that in the front row? Yeah.
Yeah.
So quite physical position.
Yeah, so a lot of weight and stuff behind me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's taking high contact on my body, my bones and muscles.
Yeah. What sort of level do you play at?
So it's seniors, it's Division 1, which is a fairly good
It's
level.
quite competitive.
Yeah, so one under semi-pro, so pretty experienced players, so they know what they're doing, and the contact is quite hard.
Pretty physical.
Yeah, because of how long they've been playing and the size of them.
Yeah. So you said the injury happened when chasing someone in tackle, so you sprinting.
Yeah, so they made a line break and I was sprinting. I would say at my max speed to try and get them, and it was quite late on in the game.
Yeah.
So I was quite fatigued, my muscles, and then, like I said, it was just a pop, and then I just had to drop down injured.
Right. So when you did it, out of 10, what was the sort of pain?
I would say it was probably about an 8.
The
It was,
8 being high,
yeah, really, really painful. It was like, it felt like a shot sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then it was just, I couldn't move my leg, I had to just drop down.
And that pain, did it ease after a couple of days, or did it stay?
It went down to about 5, I would say,
Yeah.
after a couple of days, but that's after not much movement and no gym work, no rugby.
Okay, alright. Could you walk off the pitch, or did you
No.
need assistance? No, you
No,
need
I had to get carried up, couldn't
Carried up,
stand
yeah.
up with my leg, and then I had to have someone under each arm, and then couldn't put pressure on, I had to get
Yeah, okay.
lift off.
Okay, and did you take any pain? Take anything to relieve the pain?
Yeah, I took some paracetamols
Yeah.
after the game, some ibuprofen, and I would say that helped a lot. And then I was icing and just resting it really.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Have you injured that area of the body before?
No.
Never
No.
had a hamstring injury before?
No, it was the first time injuring it.
Okay.
So
so that means you've never done any treatment, any rehab for that?
No.
Or any,
no.
have you done any hamstring specific training before?
I'd say in the gym I would try to do some like machine curls,
Yeah.
but I don't really do a lot of hamstring curls, so maybe that's one of the reasons.
Right, so I'll say the questions on the past, I'm going to ask you a bit more on the present.
Yeah.
So how is the pain now?
I would say it's still about a 5.
Yeah.
A week later, it's still about a 5.
Okay,
Hasn't really got much better.
It's gone down a little bit.
Yeah, it gone down from the initial
you're
contact,
still in pain.
but it still hurts to walk. It's like a bit of a limp.
It hurts when you walk, yeah. So
Yeah.
you haven't ran, jumped,
No.
anything,
No.
nothing high demand on the
No.
hamstring. No, okay, that's good. So what sort of aggravates the pain?
I would say it's like stepping up like a high stair.
Yeah.
Do it
So
or if
walking
I-
upstairs.
Yeah, or
Sitting
if I
down.
have to. Yeah, well, on the initial
Yeah.
lowering, then once I'm down,
Yeah.
it's okay then.
And just in general walking.
Yeah, it's like niggles. It's not painful. It's just like a little
So
niggle.
you can walk, but it's just
It's-
it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's more stepping up to stuff, or like I can't really jump on it.
Have you noticed that you've done anything that's helped relieve the pain?
I'd say I've iced it,
Yeah.
and once I've iced it, obviously it numbs it. I'd say it goes like the pain goes down to about 2 when I ice it,
Yeah.
and then about 20 minutes after it, I would say
Okay.
it relieves it, but then it comes back after the
so it's
icing.
just short-term pain relief.
Yeah.
Long-term.
Yeah.
All right. And then have you took any other medications, like, and you still taking the medication?
I would say I take them less as the week has gone on, but I'm still taking paracetamols and ibuprofen.
Right, okay. And then have you been like given any sort of rehab or
No, I haven't.
Any stretching? Or
I haven't seen any medical professionals. This is the first time I've come. But the club physio I wouldn't really trust. Just said like stretches, but I haven't taken his advice. I just go here.
So hopefully from today that we're going to be able to give you that. We're going to just test the range of movement, the objective testing, and just see what it's like really. So Bruce, I'm going to ask you some questions on just your past injury history. Not necessarily specific to your hamstring. So have you ever had any injuries before?
Yeah, so I've injured my ankle before.
Oh right, yeah. Is that on the same leg?
Yeah, it was when I jumped up to compete for a high ball. I landed awkwardly and kind of rolled my ankle.
Right, okay. Did you play through? Did you carry on in the game?
Yeah, I played through because it was like about just before half time, so I kind of walked it off, and then I think the adrenaline and the during the game just got me through it.
So out of 10, when you did do that, how severe was it?
It was like a 6 or a 7. It was playable, but it was still painful, and it was just like I'll just go through this pain now, finish the game.
Right, yeah. And do you think that could have made it worse, or was it all right?
Playing through the game probably did make it worse because it was like getting like tackled low and like the ankle probably did
Put a strain on it.
Yeah.
So then after that, did you rest or did you carry on training?
No, I missed like the training on the Tuesday and then went back on Thursday, so I didn't really give it that much rest.
Still a bit painful then?
Yeah, it was still a bit, but I just kind of went through it and just played.
Right, okay. Did you get any diagnosis? Did you get checked by anyone?
No, I just thinking I was probably just a rolled ankle and it'll just go away after a couple of weeks, so I didn't bother going to anyone. I just saw it through.
Okay, so then when you hurt the hamstring, were your ankles still in pain?
It was, it's always in pain when I play. So yeah, I would say as I hurt it was painful, just because it's always painful when I'm playing.
And did you do any sort of rehab on the ankle, or did you literally just leave
well,
it?
I did like a little bit of plyometrics, but I did only done it for about a week or two, so nothing drastic.
And that's with no actual. Did you just do that off your own pace?
Yeah, I just thought about it in my head and just made it up as I went along.
Okay, so because you hurt the ankle on the same leg as the hamstring, there's a chance that that could have had an impact on the hamstring, and then you could, because your ankle's not working as well, it can cause strain and overuse on the hamstring, resulting in injury. So there is a chance. I'm not saying that that's true, but that is a factor. And that's why we ask these questions, to find out. Really. So I'm going to do the objective assessment, which is just going to test the strength and the range of movement of the hamstring, and I'm going to compare from your injured leg to your uninjured leg. So if it's all right, I'm going to have to palpate you and use your hands on just your leg. And I'll have to touch
that's
the
fine.
body of your leg, if that's all right.
Yeah, it's completely fine.
Okay. So if you're all right, can you take your shoes and socks off, please, and just lie on your back on the bed, please?
Yeah.
So it's your right leg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you just lie on your back, please, mate?
Yeah.
Then, as this is an active one, it's just going to be you.
Okay.
Can you slide your left leg, the uninjured one, up, bring your heel to your bum, please? Nice and controlled. Yeah. Good. Is that as far as you can go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just slide it back down. Good. And then, could you do the same with your injured leg, please? Just nice and slow. Just don't have to push if you can't do it.
I'll say it's about
Yeah. Okay, good. Just bring it back down. You do the left leg again, please. Yeah. Okay. Good. And just put it back down. And then could you do your right leg again, please? Yeah. Okay. That's good. Back down. So we can see there that the range of movement is limited in the injured leg, and that it's a lot slower. So yeah, if you could just go onto your front feet, please, mate. And then So I'm going to do a resisted movement, just to apply force, and this is going to see how strong.
Okay.
So first I'm going to start on your uninjured leg,
Yeah.
left one. So can you just bring your heel to your bum for me, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, mate. Now I'm going to go on to your right leg.
Okay.
I just want you to apply as much as you can, but don't push if it hurts too much.
Okay.
Good.
I'll say straight
Right,
there.
yeah, so I'm just bring it back down. Okay, I'm just going to do your left leg again.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Then I'm going to go to your right leg, yeah?
Yeah.
Just do, when you're ready, mate. Right,
Right
okay.
there.
Good. So that'll be the end of the objective session. I can tell that obviously there's a lot less range of movement and you're a lot weaker
Yeah.
in that uninjured leg, so there's obviously something going on there.
Yeah.
Going to just give it a review next week,
Yeah.
actually, hopefully with some rehab plan. And
Okay.
just to, we can't actually diagnose the student, but